A TikToker recently went viral for deeming herself too good to be shopping in a quote-unquote normal grocery store. And especially after her equally entitled recent response to it all, the story has hit a new level of utter insanity. But before we get into that, be sure to subscribe to the channel, otherwise I will eat the entire city of Baltimore. And if you're still not subscribed, then I will expand my appetite to the consumption of the entire state of Maryland. Cookies. So subscribe, or else I will eat all of these in one sitting. I swear to God, I'll do it. I'm not bluffing. You think I won't? You don't think I can do it? Well, trust me. You'll never find out because you're subscribing to the channel, aren't you? Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it because I'm cutting right now as well. This should be really quite bad. Anyway, let's have a look at this this influencer, shall we? So this here is Catherine Ebbs with 1.6 million followers. Welcome to my life, New York City, the Big Apple, City of Angels. I love that place, New York. I love it. Wait, City of Angels? That's LA. Is the City of Angels? My bad. Sorry about that one. I'll apologize to both the Californians and the New Yorkers, both of whom are like my most watched, are like the most watched states that watch this channel. So probably should have got that sorted before I started recording. Actually, those are the last people I want to offend. Anyway, she seems to just be some sort of lifestyle TikToker. Like if we have a look at her most popular videos or her pinned post, for example, it's just a post of her and her husband, or I'm assuming husband. It could just be a man that she's with.
We're going to a funeral right now, and my husband always needs something, and normally I can like carry a lot of stuff, but since I had a smaller bag, I was like, he's either gonna need Advil or lotion, and I was like, I can't fit the lotion in here, so I'm just gonna put Advil in here. So we stopped at this Starbucks beforehand, and he was like, fuck, and I was like, what? He was like, my head kind of hurts, and I was like, we literally are 5 minutes out of the house, being out of the house, and I was like, I have some ibuprofen if you need, and he's like, what? No way. And I was like, yeah. And he goes, he's like, that's so attractive. I said, what?
What is that? Why is that his voice? Unless, to be fair, if he actually has a lisp, then that's fine. Go ahead, I guess. But like, why have you done that voice for your husband, dude? Is that what having a headache does to you? Like, there's got a lot more going on than a headache if that's what it's doing to her. Ibuprofen doesn't really fix your lisp, but I would know. I'm gonna be hyper aware of that for the whole rest of the video now. But either way, yeah, this is the type of content that she is most popular for. It's sort of wee story time, sort of classic TikTok stuff. Very much, yeah, a lifestyle TikToker.
I'm on a girls trip and my husband calls me every hour.
Yeah, I let the dogs out.
That's good, baby.
Yeah, Hadley peed and pooped.
Oh, that's good, baby.
I'll talk to you in a little bit. Okay, love you. Okay, bye, baby. FaceTimes again. Hey, I'm ordering dinner.
That's good, baby.
Okay, can I just say, first of all, I don't know why she keeps doing that voice, but second of all, what is going on with these comments? I know this is like off topic from what we're about to talk about, but like, Jesus Christ. It's just men with like car profile pictures talking about, let me cheat, babe, just assuming that because she's on a girl's trip, she's like cheating on him. James here, you're making fun of him for caring. I don't know, it really isn't that deep, dude, like at all. Yeah, girl's trip. We know what's gonna happen. Grow the fuck up, Luke. To be fair, you probably have grown up a little bit. This was over 3 years ago. He knows what the girl's trip means. With over 3,000 likes. Jesus Christ. There you go, another one. You got Johnny here with girls trip in quotation marks. God, these wee boys will literally just find anything to get annoyed at, won't they? And then they'll accuse women of finding anything to get annoyed at. Look, people on the internet are fucking, they can be really annoying at points, but like, people who think they're like above it really infuriate me. Well, they don't infuriate me if they genuinely are above it, but like, this kind of conversation here is so insufferable. How are these people ever gonna deal with the fact that if they ever find a woman who, God forbid, likes them, they're gonna have, like, a life of their own? Did I annoy everyone from Maryland with that intro as well? I genuinely, by the way, only bought these biscuits so that I could, like, do that intro. I've got no interest in eating any of these, so if you're not subscribed and I eat these all, then, like, you've actually done me a disservice there. Like, that'll be really inconvenient. Yeah, these will not bring me a lot of joy. I'll tell you what does bring me a lot of joy, though. The sponsor of today's video, Lalo. You know what's kind of funny? Since the dawn of time, people have been trying to convince us that faster always means better. When it comes to pleasure especially, it's like every product out there is trying to recreate a literal jackhammer. But That's not really how it works for most people. Many require an almost rhythmic variation, something that feels actually natural instead of just doing the exact same movement over and over again. We're not trying to knit a scarf here. And that's exactly what Laylo have been trying to solve with the sponsor of today's video, the Ina Thrust. If you've somehow never heard of Laylo before, they're basically the luxury brand when it comes to sexual wellness. They're known for making genuinely premium products with luxury designs instead of just gimmicky toys that just try to vibrate harder than the last one. Rather than repeating the same mechanical movement over and over again, the motion varies to create something that feels a lot more natural and lifelike. On top of that, you've got dual stimulation with an internal arm designed for G-spot stimulation, as long as this wee sort of vibrating external arm. So yeah, it's incredibly customizable. There are 16 different intensity levels and 8 different vibration patterns built directly into the device. And if you connect it to the Laylo app, which there are QR codes for all over the packaging, you can unlock even more vibration modes with remote control functionality, which is a great touch. The build quality is exactly what you'd expect from Laylo as well. It's made from body-safe silicone, it's waterproof, rechargeable, and just feels like a premium product that really wasn't just cheaply thrown together. So if you're curious about trying something that's designed around rhythm rather than just intensity, I definitely recommend checking out the Laylo Ina Trust. You can use my link and code below, Danky20, to save 20% on your order. Huge thanks to Laylo again for sponsoring this video, and without further ado, let's get right back at it.
I don't know what kind of husbands y'all have, but I literally have one that cannot survive without me, and I love that he thinks he's so independent, but he's literally not. He calls me. He's going to a funeral this weekend, and he needs to...
So like it looks as though she's famous for talking about her husband, like he's her dog.
a new shirt, right? And so I said, go to Macy's, like, take my card, it's in the wallet, like, because I have a Macy's card, so, like, why not get the points and get money off, right? And so he gets up there, he was like, they don't have a 2X in the one that I want. And I said, okay, well, maybe look up online while you're at that Macy's and see if the one that you want is at the next mall, but make sure you look it up online before you go over there. Oh, okay, well, do you think you can do that for me? No, we have the same fucking Google. Like, your Google's gonna tell you the same thing my Google will tell me. Then he goes, which tie do you like? Don't care. He goes, does it need to match? You're wearing all black. You sent me 3 gray ties. I said the one in the middle. He goes, that's the one I was gonna pick. That's so hot.
No hate, I'm not saying this is your case. This is TikTok, I don't know you. But let's stop normalizing girlfriends being second mothers to incompetent men. Okay, see, now it's going too far. Like, this is unhinged as well. She's telling a cute story about her husband. I know you said, like, I'm not talking about you, but then why would you leave that comment on this video? It makes no sense.
So I'm meeting my husband for drinks after work,
Again,
right?
with the husband, like, okay, this just seems to be her thing. You know what, we'll move on now to the actual drama, right? I'm curious if the drama involves the husband now. So this is the video that caused all of this controversy. Catherine Ebbs deleted footage grocery store video with a shocked emoji. We don't call them grocery stores here, we just call them the shops. But I'm curious to see what this grocery store has in store.
Are in this teeny tiny little town in the mountains, and we're gonna try and hopefully get all of our groceries for the next 4 days.
God, what a predicament they really are in a bit of a pickle. Wait, 4 days worth of stuff? Oh no. We ordered ours 4 days in advance, so this didn't happen. Okay, so they were trying to do everything in their power to prevent whatever's happening from happening. But unfortunately, they fell into that pitfall anyway. But, you know, Catherine Ebbs is the lens by which we view this grocery store from. And I am personally on the edge of my seat trying to figure out whether or not they survive the next 4 days. You know, judging by how suburban the area looks and all the cars parked in the car park, I'm doubting that they even have water here. I mean, look at it. It looks like a fucking hellhole. I don't even know how she's conscious. Like, the air in that sort of area must be toxic.
This is so small town vibes, it's not even funny. I have a feeling this is not going to be good news. We don't even have a car? This is a simulation. Oh shit. Here we go, I guess.
What is going on right now? What am I meant to be looking at that's like not ordinary or different from a regular store? Look, since YouTube, I've become like a little wealthier. Okay, a lot wealthier. Thank you all, by the way. And sometimes I catch myself doing like, you know, shit that I never thought I would do, and I have to sort of and be like, oh god, I can't believe I just did that. So I'll go to a shop to buy clothes or something, I'll be with my pals, I'll go to the till, and they'll be like, oh, how much was that suit, mate? And I'll look at them and go, ah, shit. And they'll go, you didn't check, did you? And I'm like, no, I didn't check. I know I can afford it. No, I'll be like, you've become such an entitled fucking arsehole. And I'm sat there like, you know what, I can't even disagree with you, dude. But I am not exaggerating when I say, I'm not like LARPing here. This is a big grocery store, in fact. It's like way bigger than the one that my local one. But then here's the thing as well. I might be looking at this from like an outsider's perspective because America is fucking huge. So small town vibes over in America are very different from small town vibes here in the UK. Like a small town here in the UK wouldn't even have a building this big. There would not be one building as big as this grocery store, other than maybe like if there's a church, maybe. Definitely would not have a car park as big as the car park there. Like this being a small town genuinely boggles my mind.
While she's grabbing that, you do need a melon? I'm just sitting here laughing. I'm just sitting here laughing.
Okay, I'm finding it difficult to actually give commentary here. Like, I'm looking at the background, I'm looking at the melon, I'm looking at her laughing, and I'm sat here wondering, like, is this not a regular grocery store? Okay, you guys are gonna have to educate me here. Is this not what a normal grocery store looks like in America? Obviously, when I headed over there was like Walmart and stuff, but that's a superstore. That's like the Blastoise of grocery stores, you know what I mean? You can't expect every shop to be fucking big Walmart or Target or Costco. But even this is big. Like, this is bigger than the average Tesco or Sainsbury's here in the UK.
You're laughing. I'm just sitting here laughing. Their fruit does not look good. Like, all their fruit looks bad. I just looked at Lauren, she's like, I'm stressed out.
I mean, the watermelon looked okay. I guess you can't really see it from the outside, but I want to see the fruit that supposedly looks bad. I think she's lying. If she doesn't show it, she's lying. She's lying for content. And who on earth would do that? Over-exaggerate things to make a more exciting video. That'd be ridiculous. Unless you're like not from the planet Earth, this should not be an unordinary experience for you. And I don't think, like, I wonder how much of it is real. Like, I wonder if she's genuinely sat there going, oh my god, I can't believe what's happening right now. Like, this is insane, the place we're in. Or if it is normal for her and she's just trying to make like an entertaining TikTok out of it. Like, oh my god, look at the adventure we're on. We're stranded in this small town. We're in this weird small town shop, eating weird small town melons.
I'm mad at Sam's. Sam's Club and I are not friends. Oh, they threw a bag of sweet. Guys, this is not good.
Look at how big the shop is. You can see it, and that's not even all of it because she's sort of stood there, unless she's next to the other wall. But even then, that's still pretty fucking big.
Maybe I'll just do these. Aaron, I know, needs some stuff.
What do you mean this is not good? It's just potatoes.
This is not good.
What do you mean this is not good? It's potatoes! Just grab the fucking potato!
Maybe I'll just do these.
I don't understand what's not good about the fucking tatties. What is wrong with you?
Aaron, I know, needs some stuff for his salads.
Salads, okay. Bananas, salad stuff. Nice, lovely. The bananas look good. Like, what do you mean they look bad? The bananas they look like bananas!
And I'm just grabbing shit.
At this point, I'm just grabbing shit. Well, you are in a grocery store. Do you usually have like a chauffeur or a PA pick it up for you? Is that why you're not used to grabbing things? Sun chips? Are you gonna say something bad about these? Is this weird? Your small town sun chips?
I'm like, low-key, we should just order out, because this is crazy.
What do you mean it's crazy? Look at the fucking screen! Like, she goes, this is crazy, and she turns the camera around. What do you expect to see? You know what it is, actually? When I went to Walmart, I was reacting quite similarly to this. Let me see if I can find you the video. But I didn't think it was crazy because it was, like, poor people shit. I thought it was crazy because it was, like... It was crazy. It was like mad expensive and high quality. Yeah, here's me in the meat section. I was not happy. I was not a happy bunny. $42 fucking. That is insanity. In the co-op, you can get one for about 8 quid. And sirloin steak, 20 quid.
Are you bolting it like that? You've left an actual evidence where you're bolting.
Well, I'm just passionate about my meat, man. Oh, you can save $4 on this rib. Oh wait, this is a thin. Okay, this is ridiculous. Come on. 20, this is and you're saving money with this as well. $17 for ribeye steaks. Look how thin they are. Then you can, just boils my blood. These are hard-working people. These are Americans, and they're having to spend their whole wages on a 40 quid ribeye steak. So if anything, I kind of understand the shock and awe at grocery. Like, I get it. When I go to a new country, going to the grocery store is like a genuine highlight. And Americans do, a lot of them don't even have passports. Like, your holidays are just different parts of America. So maybe for her, this different part of America is like, oh my god, look at the grocery store here. But I think I'm giving her way too much credit. Because there really is just nothing special about this at all. What did she say? I don't see any 100% beef, she said.
I'm like, low-key, we should just order out, because this is crazy. I don't see any 100% beef. This is absolutely insane. Lauren and I literally just keep saying,
absolutely insane! Insane! Look, when she goes, this is absolutely insane, and pans the camera, what would I expect to see there? I would expect, like, a live cow being butchered right in front of you. And, like, the cow is screaming in pure agony and terror. It gets butchered right in front. Here's your 100% fucking beef. That would be, like, that's an appropriate usage of the word insane. Showing a couple of sausages that happen to not be 100% pure grass-fed beef isn't necessarily insane. When I buy beef mince, I just kind of assume that it probably is 100% beef. Or ground beef, you just call it over there. Maybe go to the meat section. This is like this weird sausages and bacon and stuff.
we're fucking mad at Sam's Club. I feel like I'm in a simulation right now.
Why? What was funny about that? You just picked up some bread. She picked up bread. There's no simulation there. Goldfish. I've never understood I've never had them before. I don't know what they are. Are they like a snack or are they toppers or what do you use goldfish for?
That's fine. You're gonna need some for a salad too. You're good. Okay,
look, the beef! There's beef! She picked up minced beef or ground beef or whatever. That's 100% beef. If you want a burger, you can make a burger out of them easily. You don't need to buy the pre-packaged ones. Just like make a burger shape out of the beef and you're golden.
Ribeye or strip? Do you like ribeye or strip better?
Ribeye, strip steak, we call that sirloin steak here. Those are high-end steaks. Ribeye is like, that's a rich person steak. Ribeye is like pristine steak. If this was like a very, if this was like a super rinky-dink grocery store, surely they'd only have like rump or something. Which, don't get me wrong, is still delicious and probably healthier as well, but, you know, it's cheaper. I don't understand, like, what do rich people grocery stores look like in comparison to this one? Again, you guys are gonna have to educate me here. Like, do grocery stores look different state by state? Is it a shock when you travel to a different state and see the grocery stores there? How different is this grocery store from your local grocery store? What tax bracket are you in? What's your postcode? What are the 3 numbers on the back of your credit card? What's the expiration date on your credit card? What's the big 16-digit number on the front of your credit card? You know, simple things like that. Just let me know, yeah?
This is crazy. Butter. I don't see any normal eggs. Oh shit.
What does she mean normal eggs? What are the eggs that you're looking at? Special eggs? What can possibly be so abnormal about these eggs?
Those are ours simply because right. Those are ours. Definitely have to hit.
She didn't show the eggs. I'm fucking annoyed at that. I want to see the abnormal eggs. Maybe they had like pride flags on them. Gonna turn the kids gay with their weird egg propaganda.
Beep beep. We have to hit the fruits and veggies again.
Hit the fruits like it's a drug.
How much do you hate me right now? I mean, not a lot.
What do you mean? What? How much do you hate me right now? A lot. For what? Your shopping cart is filled to the brim. The fucking sections here that you're in look completely fine and dandy. This looks like a very good grocery store. You could shop here for the rest of your life and have no issues whatsoever when it comes to like food and produce. And there probably are a lot of people in the area who do. There's cleaning products, there's everything you could ever possibly need. There's a lot of it! This is a big store! This is a big store! Again, I'm not sure by American standards, but by UK standards, this is a big store. I am not used to seeing this much cleaning product in a shop. If this shop was in the UK, it would probably be a rich person shop.
Just a little bit. I don't think I could have ever gotten Lauren drunk or high enough to be in this place right now.
I just don't understand, man. Like, when it comes to, like, influencers being out of touch or entitled, usually there's a bit of like exaggeration to it, or like, oh, look how out of touch they are. And in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I get it, but I can kind of understand how you get to that point, because even if you grow up super poor, when you start making money, you adapt really quickly, and there's a new set of problems that are completely idiosyncratic compared to the problems that you faced, you know, at the start of your life, maybe. It's very easy to forget what it was like to be a kid, right? Or to be someone who was struggling when you're no longer struggling. The easiest example of this is whenever you have a blocked nose, you think, I am never going to forget how good it is to be able to breathe normally and properly. And then when the nose heals and you're okay again, maybe you appreciate it for a minute or two, an hour at most, and then you just go right back to normal living. And that's not weird. That's not you being selfish. That's not you being, like, ungrateful. That's you being human. Humans adapt super quickly. On that note, if your nose isn't blocked, take a nice, big, deep breath and appreciate what you have. If your nose is blocked, haha. Sucks to be you.
Baby, I can't get nothing. Baby, there is no plane. We are not flying these. Oh, we didn't see that. My bad.
I forgot to actually finish what I was saying. But in this case here, there's none of that. Like, I don't believe you can get rich enough to a point where going into this grocery store is this existential, surreal experience that you just need to vlog about and be like, no, I can't come in here unless I'm drunk or high or completely fucked out of my mind. I would never visit a place like this in my wildest dreams or nightmares. I don't belong here. I'm too good. Like, it is genuinely her saying that she's too good for a shop like this, which looks like a perfectly normal, even a great shop, in fact. It is pure, like, TikTok narcissism. Genuinely. It's fucking unhinged.
A crazy experience. An absolutely insane experience. The greatest part is that guys are there, so all we have to do is drive. I love it!
If that's an insane experience, I can't imagine how fucking boring your life is.
I move this cart. So you... Holy shnikes. You could tell the lady at checkout. Now it started raining. What is happening? Literally, what is happening?
Don't worry, Catherine. I can sort of step in here and help you answer the question of what is happening. Nothing. Nothing is happening. And to be super specific, nothing right now is happening to you. What has happened is you have gone to the shop, you've done your shopping, you've gone to your car, and now you're driving back to whatever destination you're about to drive to. Probably the same place you came from. And then you were going to use the ingredients that you bought to make a meal for your family. And then eventually you're going to run out of ingredients and you'll have to go back to the shop to buy more ingredients. And then you'll come back and you'll keep doing that a couple times. And then before you even know it, you're 90 years old and then you die. That's what's happening right now. Really not anything special.
Now it randomly started raining. Jesus, it was. What is happening to us? Jesus, take the wheel.
Nothing is happening to you, Catherine. You are doing things. Nothing is happening to you. You are the one who is doing things and making a big fucking stink out of it. Flapping your fucking privileged arms all over the gaff. Just freaking out about the small town, unhospitable vibes of the proletariat. The lameness of mere laymen who would ever shop at a grocery store like that. With no normal eggs, whatever that means. No 100% beef, despite you getting 2 steaks and minced beef!
I literally was like, what is going on right now?
This is insane. It's actually insane, dude. I know I'm not playing many of these clips, but it's actually fucking insane what I'm watching right now. And by proxy, what you're watching right now. Like, I can't believe someone is this out of touch.
I know we gotta go. We didn't get ice. We have to go to Green Mart. I gotta go in there. I gotta go shop local.
Why can't you get ice from the grocery store you were just in? There's no special kind of ice. Oh no, I can't get that ice. They probably use tap water. I can only use my pristine Scottish Mountains double filtered, triple filtered H2O. Heavy on the O. Shaken 5 times, blessed with 15 seconds of sunlight, and given a kiss by 15 nuns. That's the only kind of ice cube that I am able to endure.
We have to get ice. Like, we can just forget it. Pretend we forgot it. Alright.
I'm not gonna be happy when they saw this, when they see this video, they're gonna think, fuck! My harlot of a wife lied to me about forgetting the ice. And you could've just cut that out of the video. It did make for a pretty epic, hilarious moment though, so I'll give you credit for leaving it in, because it made my bloody day. Predictably, this did not go down well. Caused a little bit of commotion online, so she responded a couple of times. The most recent response was like 2 days ago on her recovered account, because I think she deleted it. Back up now, of course, and some of the comments are deleted, but whatever, right? This was like the initial response. We'll get to that later.
Right. The grocery store was not the problem. It was the situation and the amount of fucking people in that grocery store. We were like, what?
No, it was the grocery store. First of all, there weren't that many people in there. You were filming. All we could hear was you talking obnoxiously. There was no one in the background, which maybe you made a conscious effort not to include anyone. Sure. But not even like I could not see anyone. I could not hear anyone. I could not feel any remnants of any human being other than you two being there. It's not like you were whispering to each other as well. You were talking at like completely normal speaking levels, if not a little bit louder, which I don't really think you would do if it was as packed as you say, based on how quiet it was, if that makes sense. Or maybe you would. I honestly don't know. Maybe you genuinely would, which I guess more power to you. But you literally said like you couldn't go to this shop unless you were drunk or high. Like you were very much criticizing the shop itself. You said they had no normal eggs, no 100% beef. Like you're lying. You're lying here. The correct response would have been like, you know what, guys? I understand. I've rewatched that video. I look like a bit of a twat. I can't fucking believe how entitled I come across there. You gotta sort of take it on the chin at that point, because there isn't really any saving it or defending how entitled you look. You didn't commit a crime or nothing. It's not like a huge, unforgivable, cancelable offense. You just gotta take it in your stride, you know?
Now responded to the grocery store trip that she's gone viral for. If you guys are new here, you can check my other video out to know what we're talking about here. You can see here just a small glimpse of the comments on that video. There are a lot more now. So she comments here where she says that she frequents groceries often because I love them so much, stating that she supports groceries.
I love any grocery. If you see my page, I frequent groceries often because I love them so much. Does everyone not frequent groceries because you need them to like live? See, I don't know about you guys, but I frequent the bathroom because I love it so much. Like, no, we all frequent the well, ideally, we all frequent the bathroom because we need it. Otherwise, we'd all just be shitting ourselves constantly. Or shitting on each other, maybe. Which, perhaps that's the better alternative, right? We all share. What I don't love is groceries on holiday weekend when they're packed in a small amount of options at the very last and unexpected second. This is the most horrible attempt at damage control ever for all the reasons that I just stated. Look at the car park, man. It looks empty. There's no one here. She's lying. She's a liar. Yeah, look, someone else caught it. No normal eggs, whatever the heck that means.
Stores and puts them on her page often. So then she says, what I don't love is groceries on a holiday weekend where they're packed in a small amount of options at the very last and unexpected second. But whose fault is that? She then states here the situation.
Well, if that was the actual issue, then there wouldn't really be a problem. But the issue is, like, that wasn't the issue she was having. Say issue again, Jesse. Fuck me. Point of the day is, this lady here is completely lying about everything now. Like, it's just ultra denial, damage control mode. What can I, like, savor out of this? How can I twist the narrative a little bit to make myself seem like a bit less of a twat? Now she's overcompensating as well. The situation we planned ahead to avoid a crowded grocery on a holiday weekend. Loved the store and the employees we met. Just wasn't expecting to have to be there so last minute. This is bullshit. Now you're doing too much the other way. Like, you're doing too much now. You don't go to a grocery store and fall in love with the employee. Oh, I love the employees at this grocery. Obviously, every now and then, maybe you can have a chat with the employees. And every now and then, you come across someone who you're really friendly with. And you have, like, a really pleasant experience. And you're thinking about them for the next few days. Like, oh, man, fuck me. They were so cool, weren't they? But usually, if you're a normal person, you go to the grocery store and you don't have any opinion on the employees. It's just neutral, right? Also, you didn't love the store. You literally couldn't go back in it to get ice. You couldn't walk like 5 steps to pick up some fucking ice.
We planned ahead to avoid a crowded grocery store on a holiday weekend. She states that she loved the store and the employees that they met, just wasn't expecting to be there so last minute. But as I said, there's nobody to blame but Catherine, and the grocery store is what got the heat in her video.
Yeah, exactly. It was the grocery store that she was angry at. It wasn't the people around her. It wasn't the time she was there. It wasn't how stressed or busy she was. It was the store. The store was the only point of contention in that video. It was the primary antagonist of the Catherine Ebb cinematic universe. Now, here is her most recent and updated and improved response, hopefully.
What a week it has been. I wanted to come on because I'm not someone to not address a situation, especially at this scale. I took the week off to just like kind of be with my family while they were in town. Looking back, the video I posted walking in the grocery store, did I 1000% have a bratty bad attitude? Yes, I was very, very, very frustrated with the day. I spent weeks to make sure that everything went to plan, and us girly pops putting all the pressure on our shoulders to make sure family birthday parties, family weekends, family trips, everything goes well.
Is this like an attempt to appeal to the women who watch your videos? Like, oh yes, I can relate so much. Now I'm on your side because we can relate in terms of planning stuff, I guess.
Or family birthday parties, family weekends, family trips, everything goes well.
And for the record, first of all, I don't think it should be solely on the woman to be planning everything the family does. That's like a really imbalanced way of doing things, unless the husband is doing like a disproportionate amount of work, I guess, in other fields, I suppose. I don't know, it just seems a little bit like inappropriate. I'm not necessarily criticizing her for it. It just doesn't sound like the healthiest thing in my like this. I would never do something like that. I would never expect my partner to do anything like that either. Like, it's a team effort. We're a team. Second of all, you trying to relate to people who watch this stuff, you've like, there's no relatability anymore. There is none of those girly pops are watching this video and going, yes, Catherine Ebbs, I relate so much to you. I just found it so relatable when you couldn't bear to be in the store that didn't have any 100% beef, despite there being a dedicated beef section. Yes, I too cannot handle eggs that are not normal, whatever the fuck that means. I too whip my phone out and get really stressed and mad when I have to pick up a sack of potatoes and put them in my shopping cart.
I felt like that day was just a simulation. I was like, everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. On the flip side, watching it back through the lens of others, I am now well aware that my daily stressors were not reflecting in the video. It was just, again, just a bad attitude, bad energy. And now when I look back, I'm like, I cringe because it's like my intent versus the impact are miles and miles and miles apart. And that was just, that's not me. That's not me. That video does not.
What was the intent? And what was the impact? No one was really harmed by your video. It's just really out of touch, and it's funny to point out how entitled you look, but no one watched the video and is like, I mean, people, I understand that people got like angry at it because of just how entitled it was, but there's no like direct harm being caused, if that makes sense. But what was the intent though? Because the intent was just to dog on the store and be like, oh, look at me, so funny. I'm in this really weird exotic grocery store that only really poor small town people go to.
Reflect my own true character, my own true thoughts.
It absolutely reflects your own true character and your own true thoughts. Like, that was you. That was you being real. You thinking that it was like a funny video, a funny joke, a video that would be received well, says so much about you and your character. This is absolutely a glimpse into your genuine personality. Absolutely.
From way, way, way less than what I have now, so I know what it's like to not be able to feed your family, going to bed hungry. And so again, that just was the furthest thing from my intention.
Interesting. So this is the thing. It's like, I did mention this earlier. I didn't know she'd say this, but I did mention this earlier that like, even when you grow up, because I can relate to that, I can. And I make a very active effort of never forgetting my roots, if that makes sense. I think I've got my head screwed on. I don't think I'm becoming a privileged fuddy-duddy. You know, I make an active effort to give back as much as I can. But ultimately, it's not really something you can say about yourself. Like, it comes down to other people who are around you, usually people who have been around you since day one, to like judge whether or not your character has changed for the worse. But it is completely possible for someone who grows up in those circumstances to become rich later in life and completely change and adapt to that more, I guess, affluent lifestyle. And it does seem like if she's being real here and not just faking having like a poor childhood or whatever, which a lot of people do, unfortunately, for like more marketability or extra brownie points, I guess, it really fucking annoys me. It's just so weird. Like, there's nothing wrong with growing up with money or not being horrifically poor when you were a kid. There is nothing wrong with that, as long as you're not a fucking arsehole about it. But if that is true, of course, I don't think it adds much to the theory that she is like unable to be entitled now.
When I look back, I'm like, if people were to, like, I wouldn't have posted that if like that was what I knew was landing, because my eyes was the stressors of the day. Not that it's an excuse, but I hope it's something that people can understand where I was coming from. And I am just grateful for the people who have given me grace and who have been part of my community for years and know that that's not literally anything I've ever preached. So I giggle now because I'm like, again, I just have so much like cringe in me where I'm like, it's just frustrating. I do want to say the bullying that's come from this has been so unbelievably eye-opening. I have seen people online get ripped to shreds before, but to personally experience it, whoa. I don't condone the bullying. I don't condone a lot of the things that have been said and done. I wish the people that took this moment for their own virality, if they meant to make such an impact and they wanted to make such an impact, I wish they would have been like, hey, let's use her name for the clout, but like, let's use it for impact. And the impact is every single person does deserve fresh produce and not bleached eggs, not rotten cucumbers.
So I guess she's talking about the issues with the store now. The eggs were bleached. Bleached eggs, what are they? Does she think that, like, white eggs are bleached or different or unnatural? Because as far as I'm aware, bleached eggs are a myth. No, it's not even as far as I'm aware. They're a myth. Unless she's talking about something that I've never heard of, I don't think bleached eggs are a thing. When she said these eggs are weird and not normal, is it because they're like, they were white eggs and she only buys brown eggs, or the other way round maybe? I don't know. That's really weird though. I'm very curious to, again, you guys are gonna have to help me out there. What does she mean by bleached eggs? Is that a thing in America? No one deserves rotten cucumbers, everyone deserves fresh produce. But didn't you say that the issue wasn't the store in that one comment though? You said it was about it was being crowded and the stresses of the day and stuff, but now you're saying, no, it was the store itself. They didn't have the things that I wanted. So the story is changing constantly. Which one's the lie? You decide. Also, for the record, some people absolutely, based on like the video that we just seen and everything that we're looking at now and a lot of the comments attacking her appearance and stuff, way too far. Way too far. It's a funny video, it's a funny situation. She's acting like a bit of a twat. She's very entitled and super out of touch. But she's not fucking evil. Or at the very least, she's not done anything evil in this situation. She's just been a bit annoying. So any sort of personal attacks or threats that she might have been getting, or any amount of bullying regarding her appearance, or like her family or anything along those lines, I completely condemn that. I think it's fucking unhinged. And I can understand for a TikToker as like previously wholesome and uninvolved in that side of the internet and harassment as she is, I completely understand why it would be getting to her so much. Based on the account, I think she is just sort of uploading as normal from now. Everything's just sort of back to business as usual, which honestly, good. I like that. I hope that she's okay. I know she's okay financially, but like, it doesn't mean much when you're not okay mentally, genuinely. And it does take a strong person to endure the amount of hatred that she will be getting.
Everyone deserves that. I have a brother who's vegan, and that was my number one stressor when I walked in that grocery store. All he eats is fruits and vegetables, and I bought him goldfish and popcorn because those are his favorite snacks, and that was primarily what he ate.
Goldfish is that fishing? Is goldfish fish free? No, classic goldfish crackers are not vegan. They have cheddar. Oh no, they don't have cheddar. The cheddar flavor has milk. Of course, it's not real cheddar.
Weekend was like more snacky foods. So being a big sister in that moment, like I was just stressed and I felt so horrible that again, everything that I planned was going wrong. And now I was like, oh shit, now I have someone in my household that can't eat. But reflecting and like seeing it through the lens of people who are like, I always have people in my household that can't eat. I know how bad that looks. And it truly was not my intention, and I am very sorry. So I am appreciative of those who gave me grace and who also have understood, like, I'm a human being.
Oh my god, look, eggs aren't bleached. Eggshell colors depend on the breed of the chicken. She totally thought that the white eggs were bleached eggs and like unhealthier because of the color of the eggs. Not only is she a privileged, I thought rich people were meant to be like more educated. What the fuck is this, dude? Like, how are you so like... How are you so... I don't want to say dumb, but like, this bleached eggs thing is, you have to be a fool to believe it. Although, I don't know, I guess maybe if you grew up and your parents believed it and they told you about it and you just sort of got conditioned in thinking that it was like a normal thing. I do get it maybe, so I'm not going to call her dumb for it, but I mean, I hope she knows now that there's not really any such thing as bleached eggs. Egg is an egg. You can have like organic eggs, those are usually better. Taste-wise, like very minor difference, but they're more environmentally friendly or that kind of thing, sure. And there's a price difference there too. They're probably smaller as well because they're not as artificially inseminated and stuff. But ultimately, generally, an egg is an egg.
And we all make mistakes. I've always preached that, but I'm also someone who's always preached accountability and the principle. So here I am. I would like to move forward. I have taken my time off to just enjoy with my family while they were here. And I just am ready to keep growing with you guys, without you guys. If you want to be here, you're welcome to be here. If you don't want to be here, that's totally understandable. But just know from the bottom of my heart, I truly am sorry. So, love you so much.
Okay, yeah, I mean, honestly, it's a pretty low stakes bit of drama, this, so we change from maybe the usual more serious topics that we cover on this channel, but I think it's nice to have a little bit of levity every now and then. Ultimately, just a bit of a funny sort of controversy here. I think this woman is insanely out of touch. Even in this response video, she doesn't seem to get the memo exactly. Titled Rich TikToker, you've seen one, you've kind of seen them all. They're everywhere on this app. So at the end of the day, Catherine Ebbs, I wish you good luck, and I hope that your future endeavors are fruitful, but hopefully the fruitfulness comes from the fruit section in the rich grocery store, because as we all know, the small town grocery store has rotten fruit, like cucumbers that are rotten, because cucumbers are technically fruit. You probably didn't know that because you still think bleached eggs are a real thing, but yeah, cucumbers are a fruit, technically. Weird, actually, because VeggieTales is like a cucumber and a tomato. Those are the main characters, but they're both fruit. So yeah, sort your shit out, VeggieTales. Anyway, that's the end of the video, man, so thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye!